And I have pushed the magic button! Hopefully the magic button has actually worked. We shall see momentarily if the magic button has actually worked. The magic button has worked! Fantastic. The magic button! Hello everybody! Welcome to the second late night Slime Rancher stream. We have pushed the magic button and the stream has begun. I have also messed around with some settings and things, so, you know, if you've noticed any changes with things like sound or visuals, let me know. You also may notice there are a couple of additional channel point options. For better or worse. One I think is very simple and nice. The other I'm scared of. Because I don't think anybody has gotten to the point where they can redeem it yet. But I know there are people who are close. Hehehe. Ah, but see, that is the thing. Do you wish to do other stuff, or do you wish to save up for it? That is now the conundrum that you will find yourself in. I will probably add some other funny things as I think of them, but I had the idea as I was going through editing stuff earlier, and I knew that I had to put it in. And I figure it's just dumb enough, it's just stupid enough, but it's just expensive enough that it probably won't show up that often, but when it does show up, it's gonna be a train wreck. For VOD solidarity, in the Twitch chat, we have jellies, which are the channel points for the Twitch channel. And there are a couple of custom options that you can spend these jellies on. Some of them are very standard, like for example, you can spend them to say hi or highlight your message. There is a hydrate option. There's also Sari says a random animal fact, because I like animals. I am a sea snake after all, so I know many things about the fellow members of the animal kingdom. I also have Sari says a random wrong animal fact, so that I get to come up with something funny and creative. And then finally we have the one that I am most scared of. Which is the 10,000 channel point reward. Return to the sea. Yeah, no worries, Avampa. I appreciate you trying to learn the mod stuff. This is all for experimentation. We're still figuring things out, so... You are a-okay. But yeah, the 10,000 channel point option is Return to the Sea, which is based on a joke in Slime Rancher 2, which is that the map is surrounded by the slime sea, and also I am a sea snake. Which, it does appear to be. I have a different set of reward. I have a different queue than you do, so... my queue is gonna look different than your queue, I think. But ultimately, what is what the option boils down to is get 10,000 channel points to immediately throw myself into the nearest body of water that I can find. For better or worse. In this game, that basically just means dying because the slime sea takes all. But we'll see. In some games that may vary. It is in the description for Return to the Sea. It does say this may require some creative interpretation depending on the game. The other game we're currently playing on the channel is Slay the Princess. So, Return to the Sea in Slay the Princess may require a little bit more creative interpretation than in Slime Rancher. But depending on the game, it could be very funny. I feel like that is one that people might save up points for and are more than happy to redeem at the absolute worst of times. But I figure it is a fun option, so. It is there, it is available. If it gets to be if too many people end up redeeming it in the future, some limitations. I think I did put some timers on some of them. Like, I think I put a 5-minute cooldown on the fact ones, just in case. But that also might change around. Just fiddling with things. I know that I do have a week of free time coming up that I will have the house to myself. So I know I'm planning to work on hopefully getting some art done for the channel, potentially doing some emotes. I also really want to work on getting a proper background and some stream overlay stuff done. Potentially like a be back soon or a stream over offline picture. But we'll see. How is everybody doing tonight? How are we? Hopefully chilling. Yeah, you've had a long day, I know. But that's okay. We're just gonna have a nice quiet time here, so. Hopefully Bob Ross means that it's been a good day, at least. Bob Ross typically means a good day. Yes, well, potentially more slime crimes. I mean, the ideal is that there's not more slime crimes. The hope is that there's not more slime crimes, but in truth, there probably will be more slime crimes. We've not actually had to add to the counter, but I feel like you guys are relying on Juxie to call out the slime crimes. You guys have to be more active in calling me out on things. I feel like there are more things that could have been classified as slime crimes that have not been classified. But maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my brain. That is not a number that we need to have go up, though. That's not a number go up type situation. I feel like if your criminal record does not go up, that's sort of a golf rule situation. So the yeah, the to fill you in, Uvan, the slime crime situation started because the very opening cutscene of the game starts with Beatrix basically getting a message on a boat saying, "Hey, come to Rainbow Island. We have free candy," basically. Like, she gets kidnapped by a boat. Nobody's on the boat other than this note. And she goes, "Rainbow Island? I want to go to Rainbow Island." And she follows this note. And we got into this whole conversation of, yeah, it's literally just, we're going to Candy Mountain, Charlie. And that got into a whole conversation about crime and the crimes that were being committed. And that then led into the crimes that I was committing in the start of the game, like accidentally potentially having to put down a couple of dissidents, among other things. And so it became a habit to call out the criminal charges that Beatrix LeBeau was tallying up as she was going about Rainbow Island. I think at this point the definition of slime crime needs to be broadened a little bit. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? To make things a little bit easier on people, I think I can do this while stream is up. I'm going to see if this works. I have an idea. We will keep that for... and we'll keep it. What color do we associate with crime? What's a crime color? I mean, my brain immediately goes to the orange of like a prison jumpsuit, but... what would we say is the color of criminality? Green? Green like money. That's like monetary crime though, like, you know, that's like if you're that's like Al Capone getting put in for tax evasion kind of crime. Not like, I guess a lot of crime ultimately comes down to money, but I mean, I am involved in the economy, but I don't think I think I'm outside the jurisdiction of taxes. I don't think there are taxes. All right. So that might have worked. There might be a new reward for channel points. Your accounts are offshore like all the millionaires evading taxes. I feel like it's more like there isn't even an account to be offshore. It's like the equivalent of saying that a piggy bank on a boat is an offshore account, you know? No! Not the tube. Alright, let's get in here. Come on, Slime Rancher. There you go. I'm not going in that tube for tax evasion that you can't prove. Alright. Okay. So, a solid chunk of this stream is probably just gonna be going and getting shadow plorts, because that seems to be the thing that we really need. Slime time! Slime time! But yeah, did you guys, could someone see, there should be a new, reward for channel points. Yeah! Fantastic. You didn't have to redeem it, I just wanted to make sure it was there, but... though I will make one adjustment that... Alright. I'm gonna change it to require a viewer message so that you have to input the slime crime that you think you saw for council approval. Yeah, if you want to refund it and test it, that's totally fine. Points! Points from the lovely Uvanta. Thank you, Uvanta. Ow. My toes. No, time has been frozen since yesterday. As far as they're aware, time has not passed. Alright, but good. Yeah, no, I get you, I get you. I'm glad it works, though. That's the important thing. Okay, cool. Oh, new message at the comm station. Got you a gift because, I don't know. Anyway, I hope you like it. Or don't. Whatever. Got me some wood. Hey, Miga, I got you a little gift. It's not homemade and it's not pie and it's not homemade pie, but I thought you'd like it all the same. Shame about the pie, though. Ogden, you keep mentioning pie and then not giving me pie. And it's frankly really disappointing because at some point I feel like you would get the memo by mentioning pie so many times that, oh, you know, maybe I should just make a pie. Right? Now I want pie. Alright. These need to go in here. Because we're gonna be smart today. I know, the thought is just absolutely preposterous. I didn't know snakes could get hairballs. Get back here. Goodness. At least it took a couple of hours before I couldn't talk last time. What's it say if I can't talk at the beginning? Oh no. It's all down here. All down here. Down here. Down here. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we got problems. Oh, this is bad. But, we're gonna make a two-way portal between here and the labyrinth. We just need to gather up some jellystone out here. Okay, that was you eating something. Thought that was you jumping off the side. Eating is fine. Letting the slime sea eat you, that's a little bit... Ah! No! No! I was able to at least save some of them. Some of them made it. How am I actually doing? Hey! Welcome! Glad you can make it. You will notice that you have some extra buttons in the channel points redemption menu. They should be relatively self-explanatory, but... Oh, more jellystone. I don't think anybody has enough points for the Slime Sea one yet, but I am scared of it. The fact that it now exists. So I think the people who earn the points the fastest are Silver, Juxie, and Salamar. Silver's probably the closest. Alright. Just like one or two more nodes of jellystone should be enough. And then we can go back and we're gonna make those two-way portals, and then that should allow us to very quickly move between the entrance of the labyrinth in here and make traversal so much easier. Can we not have a zombie apocalypse every 5 minutes? Please. You're safe now, little ones. Just stop eating each other's plorts. Yeah, I didn't think anybody had the 10K yet, so that's why I felt safe to put it for the moment. One of the other things, though, that I can now, like, I figured out how to do is things like if I wanted to do predictions or polls and such. And predictions, that's where you can actually earn more points through odds and betting, essentially. Ooh, more jellystone. So I may try to do some of those this stream. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. You could also do the polls. Nice. I still really want to know where. Oh, ah! What? Wait. Did not throw the jellystone into the abyss. Stop. Stop trying to kill each other. That's a rock. I just shot water at a rock. I am the best at solving the zombie apocalypse. Oh, there we go. Well, yeah, I mean, Bob is constantly giving us rock clumps, so they've got to be important if Bob thinks that we should have so many. You know, and whatever Bob thinks is important, it really has to be important, because it's Bob. Bob would never lead us astray. Excuse me, Phosphor Tabby. Excuse me. Okay. Alright. Okay, Vanta. Enjoy your food. We are gonna head back to the conservatory and make teleporters. Mwah! Ah! Excuse me, excuse me. Oh. Loading market prices. Ah, dang it. Ah! Oh, dang, that's up to 29? Whee! We're gonna sell some cotton plorts. Money, money, money. Get some money from the slimes in their poop. Okay. Cut it. Yeah, that. also want to check over here, see if the Yoki slimes had no Yoki egg. Are you guys hungry? You are a little. Alright. We're gonna come over here, feed the slimes over in the caves. Slimes! Yes, there are slimes! We have lots of slimes. Many, many different slimes. We do not wish for slime crime. That is a bad. Slimant crimant, correct. The slime crimes that have already happened were unfortunate incidents, but they will hopefully not be repeated. Ah! Wait. Uh-oh. Okay. Those are gonna hopefully stay there. And we are gonna book it! I really should get a... That's okay. Spaghetti and breadsticks? And you didn't bring enough to share with the class? Levanta. That's not very nice. I don't think I don't want to know what doing the slime entails in this instance. I've been on the internet. I know the implications of doing the slime. Uploaded breadsticks! You wouldn't download a breadstick. I absolutely would download a breadstick. Do not tell the slime! I mean, I feel like it depends on the kind of slime, because I feel like there's certain media and the way they've depicted slimes that I absolutely would not download. You know? Like, some of the slimes in Final Fantasy XIV would not download. Slimes in this game? In a heartbeat. Already downloaded. All slimes are good slimes? I mean, that's definitely a... Oh yeah, the butterfly, the honey flutter slimes are very, very good. Oh. No, the ringtails are actually awake! Hold on! Whee! Stay strong, boys! These guys are the actual criminals. And then they turn to stone. Look at them. Look at their little blip. They're so unserious. Man. They are chronically silly blip boys. These ones explode. I'm gonna start putting auto feeders on these guys. Can we stop activating the nuclear bombs when I'm just trying to clean up your area? Please and thank you. Goodness, no gratitude. And you need a fruit. And I think there's some fruit trees that just kind of are around here. I thought I saw one. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. In that case, you shall get mango. No, the trash can is the trash can is their toy. It's specifically for them. It's not public property. See if I go and get it. If you look. See? It's totally for them. See? They're totally meant to have it. It's their trash can. I'm not training them to I would never. Nah. I've been doing so well. Huh? No. Fine. I updated. Wait! Hold on. The damaging public property one. I'm taking 2 points for that. That seems a little excessive. I don't think I've littered if I'm on my own private property. Alright. So we have the pink portal. So we can get that. You put the first part of it down there. I do also need to get some more boom plorts out of their container. Make some more... Well, you know what? I think I need sand, actually. Hi! Stop blowing each other up. That is not an invitation to blow me up instead. That would be that would indeed be a slime crime, because that would be an abuse of power. Now, see, here's the question, chat. Is it still going to be slime crimes when we're no longer playing Slime Rancher? Or is it going to be something else? So, I mean, slime crimes, of course, make sense while it is Slime Rancher. Because it is the slimes. But yeah, I feel like we're gonna need another descriptor. Alright. The cotton slime one. Alrighty. So I do need... Oh, we're just gonna go to the labyrinth for now, because I think there's some stuff that we can still do. And we need to get that portal put down. So, hopefully this is the last time we need to go through Ember Valley in order to get to the Grey Labyrinth. We'll be able to just cut right into, or we'll be able to teleport just straight to the Grey Labyrinth's entrance. And it shall make things so much faster. Oh, also... we can do this. Accessing GG Archive. Yahoo! So we now have this tool where we have the GG log, which is the like fancy message that we first found, but now we can have the GG archive, which is the hidden message, which apparently on this particular drone just says Yahoo! Alright, little buddy. You keep having fun. You keep doing your thing. Alright. What's this one say? Caves like this have always kind of creeped me out. The stone walls and the darkness, they made me feel trapped. I was always more at home being outdoors, with the sky or at least a tree canopy above my head and the soil beneath my feet. I suppose those feelings are the same ones that brought me here in the first place. So now it seems like every single one of those messages has kind of a secondary meaning to them. I'd Yahoo if I was a cute little drone. Me too. I'm glad the drone gets to Yahoo. I hope that's because it got to ride on one of the geysers. to sprint through here, and then... Yeah, when we want a break from the, Oh! Ah. Thank you, Lucky Slime! Thank you for the money. But when we do want to break from the labyrinth and exploring around in there, we also do still have a couple of Gordos that need to be popped. Specifically these two up here, and we have a slime door here. So, and we do have some slime doors down here. So we can also work on those. Hey, that was a fair exchange. I provided a good and it gave me payment for it. That was just capitalism. Robbing it would be like if I backpacked it up and shook it down. This entire game is capitalism. It's the whole point. Literally, you take care of slimes on your ranch to sell their plorts to make money. It's capitalism all the way down. Alright. So now, we should be able to put that down. We're gonna put this right next to it. Hello, lads. I'm back. Back in the mines. Or as a good friend likes to say, without the additional curse word that is usually added, I'm back in the building. Hey, great minds think alike. I do believe there is... Thank you for the reminder to watch my energy today. I really appreciate that. I will do my best to remember that. Because I would like to not fall into the abyss. Alright, 10 petals here. Does not look like we have any of the magma bees. No magma bees. Oh no, there's some. Speaking of another blue meter that needs managing. Oh. Everybody make sure that you hydrate as well. I have 2 water bottles beside me. One of the things, like, if I ever manage to get over the first hurdle, that is actually getting to affiliate, which someday I may. One of the first things I will probably look into getting is actually a proper water bottle to have next to me for streaming. As opposed to the, frankly, ghastly number of plastic bottles that I go through on a given day. It is absurd. Alright, well, let's grab some fruit, just as a thing to throw at Shadow Slimes. We can toss this back in here. Thank you, Amantha. That's much appreciated. I'm doing my best. That's all I can do. Are you kidding? I don't wanna be here anymore. Ow, ow, ow. No Prisma distortions for me. Alright. Aw, thank you. Alright, so the first thing we need to do while we're here is grab some twin slimes. Because the twin slimes, we have one back at the base already. Actually, let's see just how much more progress. Oh, we need so many more! Oh no! Oh. The Shadow Slimes are going to be the actual death of me. Hi, Gigi. So easy to get lost in thought admiring this strange architecture and wondering where it all came from, isn't it? Who do you think built this place? There's much evidence across the far, far range that someone or something was here long ago. There are crumbling ruins and the remains of ancient technological devices all over the planet. These ruins have always been perplexing because they don't seem to have specific functions, at least that we can understand, not to mention all the slime statues you see everywhere. But the labyrinth is different. I believe it was built with a specific purpose in mind. And what purpose is that? I think the Prisma Core was discovered long ago, and this labyrinth is actually a containment and research facility that was built around it. They couldn't stop the effects of the Prisma Core, so they just tried to prevent it from affecting the rest of the far, far range while they looked for a solution. The labyrinth was designed to be a self-sustaining ecosystem. I think this was to simulate parts of the Rainbow Island and see what the Prisma Core would do to it over time. Outside the labyrinth, you've seen mostly chromatic changes to the world, but inside, where the effects are amplified, elemental properties will shift entirely. I've seen water turn to glass, flowers turn to metal. It's dire. We'll find a way to stop it. In time, I hope so. Always in time. What about you, Gigi? Where are you from? A hard question to answer, I guess. I'm actually from not too far from where you now call home, but we would have never crossed paths until now. I was born on the far, far range. It's my home, and it's all I've ever known outside of books. So when I first discovered Rainbow Island, it felt so genuinely new, like finding a secret room in your childhood home. I wanted to stay there forever. But now it feels as though I've lived many lifetimes. My childhood was one of them, and my life on Rainbow Island another. And now that I'm back, well, I suppose that's another. But it's getting fuzzy. What do you mean? The way I managed to get back, to get another chance to fix what is happening here, well, it wasn't your typical way of traveling. So now my head is always a little foggy, a little mixed up. The memories I have now feel rearranged, like they're out of order. Sometimes what I did yesterday will feel so distant, like a half-remembered thing from my childhood. And those same childhood memories of mine will suddenly be crystal clear, sometimes even feeling new. My earliest memory has always been sitting underneath our dining room table and watching my mom vacuum the living room. She didn't know I was there and I just watched her. I remember that it was a hot day and she looked tired and upset about something, and that it used to be it. But since I came back, that memory has changed. I'm still under the table and she's still vacuuming. The day is hot and she's tired. But then she notices me, and her expression suddenly moves to surprise and joy, and she stops what she's doing. She kneels down and we talk about something, but I can't hear my own words. I just see her listening and smiling. And then her expression changes again. She's still smiling, and I see tears begin to form in the corners of her eyes, but she holds them back. And then she tells me that she's so sorry my grandmother never had the chance to meet me. She puts a hand on my shoulder and is about to say something else, but the comm station rings and she turns her head. I can't remember anything more than that. Aww. Happy exploring. So I wonder if Gigi didn't actually break the machine from the first game intentionally, but rather she broke it getting back to this point trying to save Rainbow Island. Because it seems like she's definitely affected by some kind of rainbow prisma distortion herself. Like, it's starting to, like, work its way up the side of her body. But I'm curious if that distortion was something that's just developed over time, or if that's a result of some kind of teleportation or travel specifically relating to what she did. Questions upon questions upon questions. There's still a lot of different areas of this place that we haven't explored yet, so lots of room for unanswered questions. There's a secret spot right there. Quick. All right. Now what's going on in here? Whoa. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh god, if you it all comes back to stupid shut up words. Shadow Flirts will be the end of my existence in this game. Honestly, I'm very tempted to just potentially grind some of these on my own, other than the ones that are at least very clearly going to be some kind of story progress. But some of them, it seems like they are the loot for, yeah, they're the treasure for the area. Either that or look into some possibility of how to more efficiently grind them, because... Just running into them and throwing stuff at them every time is definitely tiring. Oh, it's sleepy music. Oh. I'm always and forever fighting the zombie apocalypse in this game. Still trying to find where the new slime in this zone is. If there, you know, I kind of know there is one, or probably is in this zone. It seems like, feels like the sort of place it would be. Though we haven't seen a new food source, which is usually a good indicator that there's a new slime around. Somewhere around here, maybe? Oh. Excuse me, fellas. Oh, there's a gateway thing over there. Not dead. Still don't know what that does. Yeah, 'cause there's that door to get through. This is where we came in. Yeah, this is where we entered. Almost a slime. That's why I checked. I checked. It was not a slime crime, it was self-defense. Ow. I kinda deserved that. If I could just find where the map is for this area, that would probably help a lot. Unfortunately, I think the map is probably... Gates look similar to the distortions. They do. There is a pair of those gates in the in the second zone. But one of them is behind that shadow door that's gonna take 50 million years to gather the plorts for. So it's either kind of grind the plorts to see. They're also this also seems like some kind of door, but I wonder if I can get up there on top of the. There has to be a way to climb up. Yeah, there's even a ringtail up there. There's a teleporter at the beginning, so I can go back and forth between the ranch pretty quick. I'm watching you guys. Oh, there's Tar down there. You. There's gotta be a way to get up there. I feel like there is. I can feel it. I can feel it in my parkour snaky bones. Maybe from here? Oh, it's so close. Oh. Because otherwise, I don't see how to open this door. I could also try climbing one of these middle ones and flying over from there. That's also an option. Oh, prism distortion's happening here. This does give the impression that they want you to climb up this middle tower, at least, with the fact that there's, like, the spring pad there and everything. This is the one that had all the angry guys inside, I think. Whee! Yeah, so this is gonna spawn. Or it's not. Cool. So that was the tower from there. But we want to look for something else. We're looking for... there. Ha. Ha 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 ha. What's going on here? We're in piping! What's going on in the piping? That's just straight down. That's also straight down. Do we want to go straight down left or straight down right? I think straight down right goes just out. Oh no, there's a grate. Don't 100% trust this to hold my weight. Okay, it does hold my weight. Does this also have a grate? This one does not. We appear to be in the sewers. Okay. I don't think I can get out of here at the moment. But I think we've made an important discovery. Because... Oi! Gotta refill up on water. Are they gonna eat all the new stuff? Frickin' tar. Look at them! New slimes! They eat meat. Wait, why? They're called Sloomber Slimes, but they eat meat? I don't know how I feel about that. And there's pink! There's candied chicks! Alright, hold on. We gotta set this down and put some stuff away so we can pick up some things. Because we've also got royal jelly there, which is a very useful resource. But we've got Sloomber Slimes! Look at them! And I do have good news because I did see a cotton Sloomber Slime, which means that these guys Yep, there we go. They can be combined. So... we are absolutely bringing back some Sloomber plorts. I think we're gonna just have Sloomber twin slimes, because that's the two who you're missing at the moment. And since the twin slimes are fruit eaters, fruits are significantly easier to... Yeah, Sloomber twins! Royal jelly! Alright, let's make sure we grab one of these so we can get the entry. Ooh, sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to send you so high. We need 5 of those plorts, and then any extras we get are just ones that we can... Ooh. I do want to grab you so that we can get that entry as well. But look at them! They're so cute and whimsical! I love them! I am a little scared that they're meat eaters. That's like the only thing that I'm worried about. Like, they look so cute and pastel and lovely, and then it's just, what's your diet? Meat. Feed me, Seymour. Oh, okay, yay. Yeah, this area got absolutely decimated by the tar, it looks like. Yeah, but here's more of them. They're so cute. Oh, they look like they skate. They like slide side to side. It looked, at least that one looked like it. What in the world? You guys see this too, right? Where it's like painted gold? Alright, I'm gonna come back down here and grab some carrots, because there's shadow guys up here. And we need stuff to throw at them. My hunt for shadow plorts is an endless torment. I wonder if this is where the last new slime is gonna be. Wait. Got 4. I'll take it. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with the... You can see, oh, the little bunny Sloomber is so cute! Oh, I do see a fully grown candied chicken, so I'm gonna quickly grab that, so we also have that entry. And since we have the slot in our inventory taken up, might as well grab any Sloomber plorts that we come across. But what's going on up here, though? I'm still... This stuff is freaking me out. There was a about to talk to Gigi up here. Yeah, right here. Whoa. Gigi. Hello, Beatrix. Seems you're not lost in the dream just yet. Everything here seems to be turning gold. Yes, due to the Dreamland's proximity to the Prismacore, you're seeing some of the worst of its effects. Outside the labyrinth, you've seen mostly chromatic changes to the world, but inside, where the effects are amplified. Oh, yep, this is... okay. So this is the conversation that we said. Bit by bit, all of Dreamland will turn to gold unless we stop it. Where you stand will grow heavy and fall from the sky. In time, the generated atmosphere here will collapse and further destabilize the labyrinth. And once the labyrinth falls and the Prismacore's energy radiates across the whole of the Far Far Range, it will transform this world into something unrecognizable, taking all life on the planet with it. The slimes! Yes, even the tenacious slimes couldn't possibly survive such a catastrophe. But we won't let that happen. You and I will find a way. Do you feel lost, Gigi? I feel lost all the time, but maybe never more so than when I traveled across the Glass Desert. You crossed the Glass Desert? Yes, twice actually, if you can believe it. And to be honest, it nearly killed me. You see, when I started researching the Glass Desert, I discovered that the name was hardly befitting such a place. What I saw was verdant and teeming with life. This is due to a very special kind of water that flows there that can almost magically grow... Well, who am I kidding? You know this all quite well. So because of this, I didn't prepare well enough, and on my return trip, the Glass Desert burned its reputation. It was a barren wasteland. The wind stunned my face and blinded me, and every time I thought I had my bearing, the world around me would erupt into flames. I spent so many days just huddled in caves trying to find the courage to press on. But I knew I had to. I had to get back to Rainbow Island and find a solution. How did you find the strength to press on? Pauses for a moment and runs the tatters of her cloak between her fingers. This cloak belonged to my grandmother. Well, it was a blanket that she used to keep around her legs later in life. That's what I saw in photos anyway. And then it belonged to my mother until she gave it to me. Mom used to sew up every tear of fray the moment it happened. So many little stitches that didn't quite match, the way she tried to keep it all together. One day I was sitting on the floor of a cave listening to the storm rage outside. I was wrapped in my cloak and just crying from the weight of it all. I was tired and it all felt unbearable. And then I felt my mom protecting me. I looked at all the zigzagging stitches wrapped around me and realized she kept it all together for me, whatever it took to do the job. And maybe now it is torn and frayed and will never be the same, but it's still there. It saved me just like we'll save this place. It might never be quite the same, but we'll hold it all together, Beatrix. Carry on. Gigi! Oh! Oh, that's heartbreaking. I hope we actually get to meet her in person. I hope we get to see her. I see a Sloomber Gordo! All the way over there! How do I get over there? Oh, but I will require... Fire meat. Sloomber Gordo party! Yeah, we probably won't be able to get enough for it, but at the very least we can, you know, get a chunk. Come on, Refinery Link. Come on, Link. Open your gate. Come on, Link. Let me put in things. Come on, Link. Open your gate. Come on, Link. Let me put in things. Yay! Now we can also grab these. So we want to keep heading that direction. Chat. I think we're doing a little bit of a B&E. In that, in order to get over to the Sloomber Gordo, we need to skip by the locked door that's right there. Potentially, if it works. I think I might have gotten past it. But there is a locked door that I had to slip around. Oh. Did you miss an attempted slime crime? No! No, 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 no. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. No, no slime crimes whatsoever. I'm definitely not breaking a bit of the progression by slipping past some areas that maybe I'm not supposed to be in as of this point. Map! Map! I still need to find the map for the first area, but at least I have the map for this area. Did that guy just eat a bunch of food, leave a bunch of unstable plorts, and then jump off the edge? I think he did. Are you on the map now? Okay, you are. Fantastic. I don't know if that is a natural part of the slime cycle because of the fact that it's the Prisma disruption. There's 3 of these. I think the whole point of the fact that it's the Prisma disruption is that it's not a part of the natural slime cycle. And that's why it's a big deal and why we're trying to stop it all. Wait! Oh, scheiße. I'm sorry about the water! I gotta go back to one of those geysers. No, you're good, you're good. You've had a long day. There we go. We're back to normal. Well, mostly. Man, we need so many radiant projectors to move around here too. That's another thing I might grind for off stream, is just getting a bunch of radiant projectors so that we can maneuver around. Because those puzzles are everywhere in here. At least in this one particular zone. Because I know specifically, we now that we have the boom plorts and the boom slimes and the hunter slimes at the ranch, those two are not that big of a deal to farm. It's the science resources that are going to be a pain. Specifically, I think it's silky sand is the thing that I don't have that much of. So I gotta go run around and get a bunch of silky sand now. And just make a bunch of radiant projectors. Because they keep telling, yeah, they keep having these darn puzzles everywhere. And I think the only place I've really seen silky sand has been the beach area? Oh, there's another one of those gates. I believe I can fly. He could not fly. Oh, this is what the slime's gonna look like when we're back at our base. This is the Sloomber twin. Look at how cute he is with his little orbiting. I'm not gonna say balls. Well, it's too late now. Look at his orbiting balls! His little cloud! That's gonna be so cute. That's gonna be so cute. I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Orbiting orbs. That is true. I could just say orbiting orbs. Could have just said orbiting orbs. Did not. Alas. Alright. Nope. That I'm not repeating. Because that is you intentionally trying to get Sari to say naughty things. Naughty, 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 Uvanta. Nope, nope. Not off the side. Oh, this is that pipe that we saw coming out of the... Okay, I know where I am now. Now this area is getting the prisma distortion. Uh-oh. Well! Someday I'll make it out of the labyrinth without dying. But hey, we got just enough Sloomber Plorts and Twin Slimes back to have 2 of the Largos. So, you know, little victories. Yeah, it's just fast travel so that we can feed everybody. Okay, listen, I'm not always the brightest when it comes... As much as I like parkour, it doesn't always mean I'm good at parkour. But it's fine. The important thing is that we're back. We get to take care of all the slimes now. Which honestly I knew I was gonna need to come back and do soon anyways, so... First we need to go this way. Do you think that they use mint mangoes to make mint mango toothpaste? Like, if mint is still used to make toothpaste in the in the world of Slime Rancher, much in the same way that we make toothpaste, do you think that they like, would they... Alright, stop being hangry, you guys. Eat your onion. Alright, back to Q. Okay, the scary alternative would be that they'd use some kind of plort for it. Because they use plorts for just about everything. So, I mean, like, that's not an impossibility that they would just... But I don't know. I'm just... It was commented previously. I think it was you, Vantha, that mentioned the flavor combination that is just mint mango. And that thought has not left my head since. And it scares me. I don't want to know what it tastes like. It scares me in such a way that I don't want to know. That can stay in my imagination. Please and thank you. So, one of you needs to eat that one of you needs to eat that one. Boink. And boink. And then you guys are gonna need the plort collector and the automator. Alright, and now we've got twin and Sloomber plorts on the farm. Look at them! Look at them, they're so lovely. I don't want you to find out, though, because I don't want you to perish. I feel like that's how you're gonna die. You scare me sometimes. You really scare me. The tide pools. Ooh. We do have some new... Okay, just because you're not allergic to either of those, just because you're not allergic to mint or mango, does not mean that putting the two of them together could not cause life-threatening issues. It could just lead to bleh. Have you thought of that? Have you thought of the fact that it could lead to bleh? The greatest of all elements? Alright. I mean, if knowing would satisfy. At the very least, let me be around while you do that, though, because now I'm also curious. Alright. Okay, I'm curious, but it doesn't mean I'm brave enough to be able to see it through. I know my limits. I am not strong. You guys already have a beach ball, if I recall correctly. Yeah. It's not you guys both have beach balls. No Bob message, it is a sad day. I need a data point from you. I'm running an experiment on the psychological impact of gift reception. Please tell me which of the following feelings you experience. Gratitude, joy, or perhaps hunger? Please do not consume this gift. I would not want to consume the blue teleporter. No, thank you. And then Ogden, hey Mika, I bought you a blue. Ogden! If you are not going to give me pie, do not mention pie when you give me a gift. If you do not want me to eat the amber shrubs, do not mention pie. Because every time you mention pie, I want to eat the bush. Stop mentioning food if you don't want me to think about food. Comprende? How are prices doing? Well, the Tingle Dervish plorts are doing pretty well. Should probably actually sell those. No, Bob. Yeah. I think we're at the point where we've mostly worked through the conversations that are tied to story beats for the moment. So it means that we're just going to get the ones that are related to them giving us gifts. Which is fine, but it just, it does get very samey very fast. Alright, we'll go sell these. Get some moolah. And then we do have two options. We can kind of work on some of the stuff that we need to go back to the labyrinth. Or we could do some of the Gordos and slime doors that we're missing. Now that we kind of have a steady supply of pretty much whatever plort we want. Honestly, I may just sell these 3. I'm just gonna get them out of my inventory for now. Oh want to see what we need for some of the upgrades down here. Because that one needs pink wood super and silky sand. Do need some ringtail plorts and silky sand for that. That's easy enough. But yeah, I think I'm leaning towards just doing some of the Gordos just because some of those might have other upgrades behind them. And if we can get the upgrades, then potentially that could lead us to making the labyrinth easier in other ways. Like having more stamina. Stamina! Glorious, glorious stamina. Because there's 3 stamina upgrades. There's 3 power chips that are out somewhere. So, if we can get those, then that would be amazing. And then there's also tank boosters out somewhere. The storage storage cells. And tank guards. Those would also be really good to find, tank liners. That way, when we die, we don't lose as much. Even just having the 20% has been really good. The jetpack drive that uses 20% less stamina when we fly. So just finding any of those, I think, would be really good. And a good chunk of those are probably going to be hiding behind the Gordos. So let's look. We have the tabby, which is the stony hen, and we have the crystal slime, who likes odd onions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a bunch of the stony hens that are in here. And a bunch of the regular hens as well. This is also good because it just empties out the coop a little bit, so more of these guys can spawn in. Which is never a bad thing. Make sure these guys. Get some of the roostros out of here. Alright. And then what's gonna be the fastest way to get to the tabby? Yeah, just going through the teleporter and running up is gonna be fastest. Alright. So we're gonna go to Ember Valley. We're gonna do the tabby first, just because that one we have the most for. And honestly, the tabby is the one that I'm not really sure what I'm gonna get from it. Frankly, I don't know what I'm gonna get from either of them, but the tabby's like on this little island by itself. So it definitely has to be some kind of treasure pod or something underneath it. But one of the things is I've been trying to avoid looking at guides or anything, so like I don't know where anything is. I don't know what resources to look for. I don't know ideal strats or anything. Little window. What's over here? Squirrel! What's in this cave? Oh! Sand! And 2 boom ports. Okay. We can come back and do this one. Alright, we'll be back. Oh, and more chickens. Good, good, good. I always need more chickens because these Gordos... They seem like they upped the amount of food that the Gordos need in this game. Because I think in the previous game they needed 30 food. And their favorite counted as 2. Or something to that effect. So you could do it pretty quick, especially if you had their favorite food. And then in this game it seems like it's way higher. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing in some cases. But it has led to a couple of instances where my instincts tell me, oh yeah, you have enough, you have more than enough for the Gordo that you're working on, only for my instincts to betray me. And to be, you know, 1 or 2 short. I'm trying to get over this ridge. I think I can do it. Yeah. There we go. Haha. Probably shouldn't have filled up all 5 of my inventory slots because now I can't really pick up any of the veggies that I see along the way. But it's fine. We'll be fine. Alright, first Gordo. Oh, the tabby Gordo's on top of a gate. Oh, this is probably the gate that's... Well, wait a minute. There's an unknown thing over here. Hold up. Let's feed this guy. Oh! Oh, we brought way too much. Alright, they're fine. Alright. Well, there's actually like a whole island over here, so let's see where this goes. Oh. Back to the Rainbow Fields. Never mind. Lol. Oh! Stop biting my face. That's kind of mean. They have feral slimes that spawn right on the gate as soon as you walk through. Hi, welcome to the other side of the portal you just opened up. Get your face bitten off. Much. Like, alright, jeez. Come on, Refinery Link. Oi! Get back in there. Next time it bites me, I'm throwing it into the sea. And it will be self-defense. Strange Diamond, Deep Brine, Jellystone. Oh, well. It did my job for me, I guess. Okay. Guess I could just leave these here, because I don't really need them back at the ranch. Hi, guys! Oh, we can also check this drone, see what his special message is. I think I've mostly tried to not think about leaving home. This island has so much to distract me, so much of it that's mine to study. But then I look out to the sea and see the sunrise, and I know that they're seeing the sunrise like that too. And all of a sudden they're here with me. I hope they're okay, and I hope that someday they'll say they're proud of me. Chi-Chi. Oh, guys, stop standing directly in front of me. You're gonna get pushed off the edge. Or just jump off yourselves! Lemmings! Lemmings! Every single one of you! Goodness gracious! Well, there's a bunch of fruit around the place. Not really what I'm looking for. Guess I can check in here, see if there's veggies in this cave. Oh, this isn't a cave. Dang it! Made my cool race car noises for nothing. This sucks. True, you did get to listen to the noises. I don't know if I'd call them cool. That's a bit of a stretch. Oh. I think they're cool. I don't know if other people think they're cool. Alright, we need 2 boom quartz. 1, 2. Probably should grab a couple extras just in case. In case of incident, bring plort. 5 should do it. Alright. So 15 carrots is a start. But we're definitely gonna need more for the Gordo. Wow. Aha! This is all fruit. It's all fruit! Carrots! Aha. That's what I'm looking for. For once, I actually want the veggies. Not to eat, but to feed to somebody else. Carrots. Oh, actually, I also want to bring some of those back. because those prickle pears are going to be for our Tangled Dervish Slimes. Oh, hold on a minute. Launch me! Whee! Have I read this one before? Yes, we have. I think I need to just sit here for a minute or three to catch my breath and collect myself. I was careless, too busy marveling at the tropical foliage here, and a geyser shot me into the air, almost dropping me right into a pit of lava. I sometimes worry I took on too much here, that I'm not ready to be on my own. Aww. She almost got shot into the abyss. That's okay, honey. Everybody gets their moment where they almost get shot into the abyss at least once. It's a rite of passage. Oh. I need to see if there's actually been a proper playlist posted somewhere of the Slime Rancher 2 music, because it's so cozy. It just feels nice. Treasure pod! These are what we want to see. Upgrade? Upgrade? Golden chicken statue. Not quite. I mean, not that I guess a golden chicken statue is an upgrade in its own way. I suppose. Alright. Almost back to the Gordo. And then hopefully we'll be able to finish off his quest as well. Aha! Hello, sir! We have so many carrots for you. See? See? I keep telling you! I keep thinking that I have enough! And then I keep not having enough. I barely... No! This keeps happening to me! Ugh! Why? Why do I trust my instincts? Well, he needs to hunger a little less because dang it, Snake's got things to do. Like a zombie apocalypse to fend off, apparently. Like, can you guys not? I'm just trying to get up here so I can see if there's more carrots. Why does every Gordo in this game hate me? And I just went around that rock like twice in a row. I'm losing my mind. I'm Oh, more zombies. Yay. Can we not? Can't you tell I'm grieving? Alright. Hand over the carrots and no one gets hurt. Never mind, I lied. You're getting hurt anyways. Because you're zombies, you don't really care about carrots. Or what I say. Alright. I 3 carrots. How much do we want to bet that 3 carrots is going to be enough to satisfy him? I'm going to grab a couple more just in case. But do we think 3 or less is going to do it? Or is it going to be more than 3? There's a potential prediction idea for you. If you would like to earn channel points off of my pain. Silky sand. Once again, we must thank the darling Miss Uvantha for Alright, if you want to try and win more jellies, because I know some people are trying to save up, we have a prediction. We are trying to feed the Gordo, and he, of course, went through an absolute obscene amount of vegetables and is still not fed. Because this is my fate with every Gordo in this game. And so, I think that, I genuinely think it's going to be less than 3 carrots. But the prediction is whether or not you think that 3 carrots is going to be enough to actually make him pop. I am grabbing a couple more. Just in case. There we go. That's what I needed. We've got 10, but I think it's going to be 3 or less. Actually, you know what? I think it's gonna be faster to actually use the teleporters to get back to him. Because there is a little teleporter right here. And then I can just go back through right here. And then I'm back at the start of the zone. Oh, and I can also, since we're at the front, blink, 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 blink. No worries. We shall see if the 3 carrots prove to be sufficient. I'm almost back to the crystal at this point. There he is. Hello, you absolute glutton. Alright, we've got 10. We're gonna see if he can, if he pops in 3. 1, 2, 3. It actually was more than 3. Alright. How many does this guy... I've fed him over 50 vegetables at this point. Or no, close to 50. What the hell? What? It was 4! It was 4! It was 4 instead of... I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Are you kidding me? And it's literally just a thing to go... It's not even an upgrade or anything. It's literally just a geyser to go further up. It's literally... I just got trolled by a Gordo. I just got trolled. I just got trolled hard. Hard by a Gordo. I hate these guys. I hate them. In this game in particular. They're all menaces. I'm gonna go over back towards that cave and go open that gate that we saw. I can't believe it was 4. I guessed 3 and it was freaking 4. Oh. This isn't the right way. Yeah, I need to go more. I did get prices righted by the Gordo. That is true. Though technically speaking, if it was Price is Right, I would have done pretty well. Because I didn't go over, I went under. And that's what you want in Price is Right. You want to go just under what they're trying to say. Oh, the door's still closed. That means there's another statue somewhere. See? This is why we grab extra plorts. I have learned from my mistakes. I also noticed the hole. I am learning! I am improving! I am fighting the zombies! Because there are always zombies. I'm surprised we haven't had a fruit Gordo in this zone. Because we've had the crystal one, which is veggie. We've had the tabby, which is meat. And we've had the boom Gordo, which is also meat. I wonder if there's one more Gordo that we haven't found yet. Because there were 4 in the Starlight Strand. Because there was Ringtail, Flutter, Hunter, and the, I think the Angler was also in the Starlight Strand. No, it was the... There's... Which one was it? There was one missing. Okay, there's something else that we need to... Oh, there's the last one. I need to... ride this. Nope. Phooey. I missed that 3 separate times. Where's the last one? There it is. There we go. Okay, that opened the door. Okay, what's in here? Silky sand! This is one of the things I need. I managed to grab 2 slimes as I was... Okay. Oh! Here we go! I was just talking about you. Though your diet is veggie as well, so... But there's another Gordo. We just had to get through the door. Well, that's convenient. There's a bunch of heartbeats right here. Well, that's good. Who's throwing fruit? Oh, they're dropping down from the trees. Okay. Wait. Wait, now I can just go up this way. Then... Aha. Whee! Whee! Can I leave this way? I think I can. Yes. Oh, that's cool. So you could have actually, like, found that cave just by knowing where to look. Wonder if he's gonna have an upgrade then, because I'm starting to just wonder where the rest of these upgrades are, because I mean, other than the Sloomber one that I found in the Labyrinth, he's the last Gordo that I know of. And then there's the slime doors in the Ember Valley, but not Ember Valley, the Starlight Strand. So I can work on those next, but for the most part, the Gordos are usually the big thing that block progression. Because, like, in the first game, they would give you these things called slime keys, and those were the things that actually opened up the doors. I really hope he has one too, because this is starting to get kind of disheartening that the Tabby Gordo was nice because it's another entrance into the Ember Valley, but ultimately it's kind of made moot by the teleporters. And then the Crystal Gordo is literally just a geyser to get up to the top, which we know that we can pretty easily just... There are other ways to do that. You really don't have to there's no need to do that. So it's just this kind of weird, situation where it's like the Gordos feel like my brain from the first game is telling me, oh, these are the things that I should be doing for progression in order to try and... Seems like things that would have been more helpful earlier. Yeah, that's probably on me. That's on me for messing up the order of things. But again, you know, I don't know the optimal strategy for things. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing when. I'm just going. Oi! Stop setting caltrops. They hurt my toes. Not the way to go. Yeah, they definitely do seem more optional than in the base game. Because in the base game, it was sort of a case where the Gordos themselves, just as a concept, weren't optional because you needed the keys in order to progress. You just kind of had more of a choice of which one you wanted to actually progress with. So, you know, if you had a better source of meat production versus fruit or veggie, you could do the meat Gordos that you found versus if you had better gardens than coops, you could do the gardens. You could do the fruit and veggie ones. Alright. Between the ones we already fed him and what we have, this should be enough. Keyword should be. Should be enough. Will it be enough? We will find out. But it should be enough. I'm gonna grab all this too, just in case. So this is also all their favorite food, so... I feel like I need a blinking red sign, like, should be enough. If I had a nickel for every time I walked into a room and saw a zombie apocalypse going down, I'd have a lot more nickels than I should for this so-called cozy game. Anybody else? Ah, not my problem. Oh, wow. Yeah, okay, we way overshot that. Okay, well, there is a treasure pod over there. I did see it, but I'm gonna check all this stuff first. Don't need all the carrots that I've got. Please, 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 please. Slime Rancher 2 gods. Whatever beings may be up there, whatever slimy deity, whatever pantheon of slime gods, whatever Sluice or Slodin or Slod is listening, please let this be some kind of upgrade. Please. Hallelujah, there is a slud. Oh, the jetpack drive. Okay, I will take it. I will take it. At this point, I will take it. I only have 15 out of the 33 Ember Valley treasure pods. I'm sure there's a bunch of upgrades that are just around the place that I haven't found. But some of the zones in here are just an absolute maze. I do want to kind of go around the beach area and get some more silky sand, because I think that's where it shows up. And then we'll head back. Yeah, this stuff. Because we need a bunch of it for all sorts of different things. Yeah, thankfully, though, we may be getting relatively close to one of the creations that will make grinding significantly easier, in that we should be getting relatively close to being able to make our first drone. Wonder if there's something. There was in the first game. There was a treasure pod locator or something to that effect. Because there were actually like different tiers of treasure pod, and you had to find or make the keys in order to unlock higher tier ones. So you would find a bunch of pods, but they would be of a tier that you didn't have the key for, and it would be really annoying. So I think that's why part of why they changed it in Slime Rancher 2. Because you'd be like, oh man, I finally got the tier 3 key. Wait, where was that tier 3 one that I saw like 20 hours ago? Yeah, but in this game, it seems like instead of the... Yeah, the locator. I assume there's gonna be some variety of that. It might be an endgame thing. Like, they did mention something about the Prismaplorts being key to the storyline, so... It may be there's gonna be some kind of endgame upgrades, so it may be potentially tied to what's going on with the Prismacore. Oh. Accelerator. Any object shot through this ring will gain a boost of speed. Thought we already got this. I feel like I've seen that description before. Oh well. But, yeah, the... Did you really have to clip that? Oh, it wasn't even... Oh. It's... I see someone else has entered the clipping fray. Would you like to make comment on your choice here, Auspex? Slot. Are you questioning my religion? I feel like I'm at the point with this particular music track that when I hear it out in the wild, it no longer causes me that much distress. If I ever hear the music change to this when I am on the ranch, immediate fear. Instantaneous. I'm still wondering what's going on with this unknown area, though. Now that I've noticed that it's there. New message at the comm station. See? All the chickens are back. Yeah, it's me in the corner. Losing my That's me in the slight losing my religion. I feel like there's a lot of slime song parodies you could get into. That just get progressively stupider. Jimkins. Alright. Now we go this way. To check on everybody in here. That back up. Fill that back up. And then we also want to use our massive amount of funds to start up a new garden here. Because that means we can start growing prickle pears for these guys. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to push you, I'm sorry. And I guess you get prickle pear. Why are you guys still upset? Or are you guys just having a meeting? I think they're just having a meeting. But yeah, my goal is so that every slime will be able to have a consistent source of their favorite food. Beyond the pink cotton and the pink ringtails, which I'm not super worried about because they don't really need to have their favorite food around. Like, their plorts aren't really usually worth enough for it to particularly matter. We could get water lettuce for the cotton slimes, and then the ringtails, I think... what is the ring... I don't know if the ringtails have a favorite food. Yeah, the pink ringtail slimes don't even have a favorite food. Oh my goodness gracious, you guys! Y'all have been busy! Oh my god, and they already almost filled it up again. Goodness! Alright, well, I'm gonna need a refinery link or a market link in here, because... Whooey! These definitely go into the refinery, because boom ports are one of the ones we need for those radiant projectors. And then rock can go into here. Puddle ports. Alright. Now let's see what we need for the... Oh, get the extra tank! Harmony. That we need phosphor plorts and we need wild honey, so you'd have to go to the Starlight Strand to get that. New tank! We have another inventory slot! Yeah, but we could do that. First, though, we're gonna go... Wait, actually... Can I make a market link? Binary link and market link just needs... of course it needs silky sand. Of course it needs silky sand! It's always the science resources. Yeah, I think honestly one of the things I might just do off stream is just farm up a bunch of science resources. And that way, I might not do the shadow plort one off stream just because that one's a little bit more involved. But the science resources, that I can just wander around and get them. Either that, or I may save those for the streams during the week. When, you know, it's a little bit quieter. One of the two. Because I don't really like doing stuff off stream if I can avoid it, but I also understand that that's also kind of boring, and sometimes people don't like to sit there and watch just someone farming resources in a game for a while. Hi! It's always so violent. That is true. It can make the farming more fun. These. All right. See what the cuckoo corner. A glow bug. It's a favorite of the Flutter. We can go give a toy to the Flutter Slimes. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, we have to go give them we have to go give them their bug. They get a bug. They get a gold bug. Hey guys, you get a buggy. It squeaks. It makes a squeaky noise. It's so cute. It's a little caterpillar for the butterflies. They're all very sleepy right now though, but... Oh, and we just got it in time, too. Looks like the market just reset. That was close. And now we can also buy an auto feeder for these guys. Make sure that it's on the slow setting. Yeah, I'll definitely go check it in just a moment. It's these ones. Yeah, they're getting pretty close to full. Yeah, I wanted to empty out some of these tanks because I knew that they were probably getting pretty full, so... What are you doing out? Now that's gonna bother me, so... off by one, because then I'll come back and I'll wonder why it's off by one, not remembering that I already grabbed the one, and I'll be freaking out trying to find the one that's missing, and just even them out. And then these two need to go into the refinery. Okay, let's go look at the new stuff. Well, first off, we have a pink cat. And then now... What are you? We have a full bowl for the Betty Slimes. And the Ferris wheel. Nearby stabilizers. I wonder if this is to stabilize the unstable food. Or unstable plorts and stuff. I wonder if you can throw unstable things through it and it stabilizes them. That's what those rings are. I bet you that's what they do. That's why they're called stabilizers. Give me the ball! Come on, SM! And welcome to the gym! And I'm gonna pick up all these, because... Even on the slowest setting, the food dispensers go a little nutty. But that's good. We have both toys in the Batty Catty slime. Suddenly Majora's Mask the Slimes. Sloomber Slask. Alright, let's talk to some NPCs. Mayhaps a Bob? I was cleaning out the lab and found this. Perhaps you have some use for it. I believe it's still in working order. You know what they say, one person's trash is another person's hastily issued gift. I certainly hope a pennant is in working order. I feel like that'd be difficult to mess up unless you've managed to pull it off the pole or something. Yo, B, I got you a little something. Emphasis on little, because I got myself something big. It's way better. Short red ashwood. So did you get yourself a tall red ashwood then? I feel like you must have gotten yourself a tall red ashwood. Nothing from Ogden. Do we see, do mine eyes deceive me? Or is that a message from Bob? Alright, Thora first. Hey B, I know it's silly, but I worry about the hard work you do out there all on your own. So I sent you a little care package. Hope it gives you a little extra get up and go. Grandma, stop sending me drugs! Bob! Hello, fellow human. Has gifts for you. Yay! Chickens! Rock fragments. Okay, so we've broken up the rocks. Thank you, Bob. Thank you for your rock fragments. Bob always knows what I need. What would cheer me up? It's rocks. The answer is almost always rocks, apparently. And you know what? He's right. Cool rocks do a lot to cheer me up. Alright, warp tech. So the blue teleporter. Oh, you can actually make the blue teleporter. That does use wild honey, though, and strange diamonds, which we want to try and keep both of those. But utilities, radiant projector. So we're missing, so silky sand is the main thing that we're missing for that. But we've got loads and loads of all the other resources. So we're just gonna need to go farm a bunch of silky sand. And then wild honey. Alright. Let's go farm some science resources, and that's probably what's gonna finish off the last bit of the stream. Cool rocks do a lot to cheer everybody up. This is true. People who aren't cheered up by cool rocks are not the kind of people that I want to hang out with. Just like the kind of people who don't want to hear animal facts. Alright. Random animal fact! Aw, you know me so well. Is there a particular animal you want to hear an animal fact about, or do we want to just do a random animal fact? Or, like, about a random animal. Oh. My brain is turning off. A bird. Bird. So, the group of birds that are the big flightless birds are called ratites. That's the group, which is like your ostrich, your cassowaries. There's a South American one, which is called the rhea. And then you also have the kiwi. Now, unfortunately, ratites have really big eggs. For ostrich and a rhea and a cassowary and all these other big birds that are usually about the size of a human person. Big eggs, not really a problem. For the kiwi, it comes up to about, you know, a person's knee. It can be a problem because they still lay the same size egg as all the other ratites. To the point where it pushes in all their other organs. And takes up about half of their body mass. There's actual skeletons where they have the egg inside that shows what it looks like when the kiwi has the egg in their body. And those poor birds. It's just, you look at it and you're just like, where anything? Where is anything go in here? Oh, it must have been slime rain here, just that. That's why there's a bunch of angler slimes. But yeah, that's the your bird fact. You're very welcome. Birds are cool. Okay. We're looking for, there you go, for bees hives like that. These ones are all buzzwax, but we want the ones that are kind of more golden. Buzzwax is never a bad thing to have either, though. What's over here? Alright, we're getting lots of wax and no honey. Not really been over this area that much. This looks like an area that might have sand, though. An area that might have sand is an area that I want to be in at the moment. I did also see a treasure pod over there that I have not opened yet. And I like treasure pods. Oh, great, merciful Slod. You showed your light upon me before. Another blessing upon your loyal servant, please. Yeah! Power chip! Let's go! More stamina! Praise, Slod! And sand. Man, this is gonna be a very beneficial, or very efficient trip. Yeah, that's an upgrade that we really want. Any stamina upgrade we can get our hands on is amazing. Oh, you know what? I wonder if this is potentially No, this isn't. This doesn't feel like somewhere that would be tied to that unknown area. Feels too far away. There is some tubing up there. What is this place? So you're a slime statue. Oh, it's got pinwheels and everything. Hey! What? the ankles. Yo, with those tattoos, so pretty. It was really cute and adorable until I took spikes to the knee. Alright. I've got no clue where I am. Where am I? Who am I? What's going on? What is this place? There's a slime shrine. There's tubes. Don't know if I can go in any of these, but some of them look like they're blocked. That's... yeah, I don't think I can go in any of those. I can make the pinwheels blow. Whee! I really don't know what's going on with this place. It's creepy, I can tell you that. Whee! But it seems kind of out of place. Well, that collision seemed off a little bit there. Seems like I landed on something for a second I probably should not have landed on. But I don't know. This is definitely a good area to be aware of because having the silky sand spawning is nice, but ooh, that gave me the heebie-jeebies. Oh, rock statue. Hold on a second. Gonna go back and grab a rock plort because that statue needs a rock plort. Gonna go in and see what rock plort gets me in a bad place. Excuse me. Senor, I need one of your plorts, thank you. You wouldn't happen to have an extra lying around, would you? Why, thank you. Just in case. He's all very creepy. All the ruins, that's one of the things that we don't really know a lot about, is just who or what made these places. Like, something did, or someone. Some civilization. Who? I don't know. Hi! Oh, hunter statue. Okay, hold on. Gotta pop back out here. Hunter, that was back in this area. Excuse me. Oh, thank you. Back out into here. Probably don't need that. Whack! Doors, doors upon doors upon doors upon doors. Oh, this is one of the ones that I've already gotten into. Okay. So this just connects up, so now there's a proper pathway. Okie dokie. Which is good, because now we can just cut through here. Wait! Wait! This almost seems like a pipeline. Treasure pad. Oh, great, merciful slot. Nope, those are shrooms. I didn't pray beforehand. They realized that was half-assed. Understandable, slot. I will give you better next time. I'm wondering where this one was, because I didn't see it on the other side. It's also not really what I'm here for. So. Oh, that angler Gordo is lucky. Oh, there we go. That's the beehive we're looking for. That guy up there. And I've already lost track of the one I saw. Where was it? Oh, right here. Oh, quantum drone. Your ghostly drone. Are you gonna give me another one of the... Yeah! Drone station module. Okay, so now we can make 3 drones. Oh. I don't really remember what's in here. Not really what I need. Can I even get out of the hole? Have I just doomed myself to the hole? I've doomed myself to the hole. This is what I get. Oh, more sand though. Yeah, okay, yep, I got you. So not super successful on the honey part, but on the sand part, cool. We are rolling in it. We have got sand for days. Where does this go? It's a phosphor slime. How did I end up out here? I'm so lost. What? Oh. Is there a phosphor plort out here? In all this madness? Probably not, because it's kind of early in the day. But later. Ha ha ha. Ho 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 ho. Mayhaps. And we're back to the tree. Tree. Key. Oh, I have a really, really bad joke. do people want to hear a really, really bad joke? Just know that it is a really, really bad joke. Alright, that's one vote for bad joke. What do you call a gay dryad? An LGB tree. Lesbian is also good. Actually, lesbian might be better. Dang it, I was so proud of LGBT. Oh well. That's why you workshop jokes. Boing. Boing, 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 boing. So apparently in the original Slime Rancher, one of the speedrun tactics was you would bring slimes around with you, and you would basically just use them like pogo boards. You would just bounce on top of them. It'll probably haunt us for days, and then we'll wake up at 2 in the morning and just think, dang it, we should have made that joke! And then, you know, the moment will never come back, and... Such is the way of humor. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. I keep finding the wax and I can't find the honey. What are you looking at? That's what I thought. See, but if you have to find a way to bring back a joke, then is it really funny? Oh, you're looking at you. Yeah. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. It's a misery. I'm a bear in the Italian now. I'm a now a med now if I'm a Italy. Oh no, I'm sorry to any Italian that ever unfortunately hears that. Oh no. Wait! I wasn't trying to kidnap Bugs Bunny, I swear! Man, I am not finding any of these wild honey spots. Just anywhere. Whee. I mean, I've got a little bit, but not nearly enough for all the different projects. Might be one of the first things to potentially look into using a drone for. But I think I need wild honey to make the drone. Ah. Okay. Sand and prisma quartz. No, that's the distortion things. The distortion detectors. The drones, I thought I needed something else. They're the ones that need like a bunch of flutter ports, bunch of they need a whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna be a pain. Apparently, one thing I have heard, just because I have seen some content related to Slime Rancher just come up naturally. The rarest achievement in this game at the moment is have 5 drones running at once. Partially because in order to make the 5 drones, you have to find those 5 ghost drones and get their little module from them. And then you have to actually make the 5 drones. And they are a pain in the butt. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is a hunter statue, yeah. Yeah, the drones though do appear to be worth it, especially for the fact that they can now be placed outside of the ranch to help with gathering resources. So I mean, if I can make one pretty soon, that if even if that's something that's gonna take up a bunch of resources, it will be worth it. Ultimately. I mean, even if it ends up just being a using the drone to make more drones situation. Oh, that's water. Alright. Back to the conservatory. Where we will probably most likely stay for the rest of the stream, because it's getting pretty late. But I do want to check how we're doing on the drone. It is the stupid honey! Ah! And money. But money's fine. But, oh, that's so annoying. It's the freaking honey. We do have lots of sand, though, now, which is great. Wait, do I also need sand for this? No, I don't. I do need lava dust, though. Okay, I need 15. So I can make 3 of these, and that should be fine. I need 5 more honey. Five more honey and money. Yeah, but this is the one I need the Prisma Quartz for. Oh, I also should check the upgrades I got. Batty Plore and Primordial Oil. That I could do. Oh, it also takes friggin' everything takes wild honey. Oh yeah, that very first drone we get, it's getting honey. We're getting the drone and it's going on a honey hunt. That's what it's been called the entire game. It's Primordial Oil. You're just now realizing that that's its name? Uvanta. Uvanta. What am I gonna do with you? You are EP, I will give you that. Oh, sorry guys. Didn't mean to steal your glow bug. It's so squeaky! It's so cute! I love it so much. That's so cute. Yeah. Ooh, that got close to overflowing. Oh, there's a science resource just here. There would happen to be a silky sand deposit down here somewhere, would there? Not that we can get to. But it's cool that we just have a free deep brine. Yeet! That actually made it in. Nice. Can I get one from here? Yeet! Let's go! Nice shot! The internet has corrupted me. I can never hear that guy actually saying nice shot anymore. Nice, demonetized. Oh, beach ball. And then we've got NPC. Ogden! Hey B, I got something special for you. It seemed like the right thing at the time. Oh, but now I'm not so sure. But not, please don't tell me. I can't bear to hear it. Ochre poppies. Okay, poppies can actually be made into drugs. Like, we joke about rainbow grass and shrooms and things like that. Poppies are actually drugs. What the heck? Every NPC just wants me to get high, apparently. Alright. We got lots of cash. And then I can pull out the elders. Alright, you three. Enjoy your cremation. That probably wasn't enough. You have been chosen. You deserve a nice break. I don't know if I'd call opium a nice break. I feel like that's a slightly different, connotation. There's a little something else going on there. Alright. Whee! Well... beyond needing to get more honey... Actually, I should see. Can I make a return home portal? Do I have the resources? Yes, I can. I'm gonna go quickly place this by the Starlight Strand portal. Because I do not have one over here, despite the fact that I really should. There we go. So now I can just boop, and then back home. Which I've been meaning to do for some time. But I think we're getting ready to wrap things up here for the most part. Beyond feeding some cranky babies here. Cranky babies. And emptying out some of these containers so they don't overflow. Alright. Got 8,000. Got lots of... Why are you up on the top like that? Wait. I think that's about as good a place to call it for today as we're gonna get. For the most part. Though it was mostly just a little bit of a grind stream. Making some progress, getting some of the Gordos done, getting some of the Labyrinth stuff. Like, we finally got Sloomber Slimes. Got to see what they look like. The little squished down pink and purple boys. Little clouds sliding around. Got to see more of that area. Also got to see some of the areas that we missed in some of the previous zones. Grinding some of the resources there. We should make some big milestones in the next stream, which will be for Slime Rancher will be on Tuesday, because tomorrow we'll be streaming Slay the Princess. Which will most likely be the ending for Slay the Princess, actually, because I think we only need to get one more route before the quote-unquote ending, or at least an ending for Slay the Princess. So, probably will be the last stream for Slay the Princess, or at least, I may do more stuff with it on my own, but at least the last time I stream it. Yeah, I'll be doing more Slay the Princess. Yeah, I get to poke around with the saves and see different options. But at the very least, we'll be doing the quote-unquote ending and trying things out for a while on stream tomorrow. 2 to 6 Eastern time. So we will not be coming back to Slime Rancher until Tuesday. So in the meantime, I may look... The one thing I'm tempted to look up is recommendations for how people get those shadow plorts, because there is just, it looks like I'm gonna need hundreds of them, and considering that they spawn in groups of like 2 to 5, and I'm getting on average maybe, you know, about 5 plorts from every group that spawns, having to get hundreds of plorts just seems just awful. So if there's some kind of trick to it or something, like something I can set up, then that's probably going to be for the best. So I may look into that, see if there's some strategies. I will not actually implement those strategies until stream, but I may do some research on that, see if there's something to that. We also probably are going to want to try and get some more Prismaplorts on stream as well, so that will also probably be something I do next stream, is chase down some of the Prisma distortions, try to get some more of those plorts. So, get to do some more stuff with that, hopefully not die to it. We've not actually died to something other than just fall damage, or just falling into the abyss, so that's been surprising. I've been chewed to death quite a few times in the first game, so I've been glad to see that I've been able to avoid that fate in the second one for now. Now that I've said that, of course, I will be cursed to absolutely get ripped apart by something next time, but, you know, it makes for good entertainment, so that's not too bad. But yeah, we're gonna probably call things there. I hope everybody enjoyed. I know these later streams are usually a little bit shorter, but I hope they are still fun, still chill for everybody. Still had some fun moments, and I hope that everybody gets to have a nice, chill rest of your day, evening, or night. And we all get to continue moving on in this great big blue that we call life. Have a great rest of your night, everybody.